Breaking news tonight involving Western United as the club announced the signing of striker Dario Vidicic for next season. The former Socceroo had been playing his football in India and is said to welcome the opportunity to return home next season. Western United manager Aussie villain sees Vidicic as the perfect replacement for the departing Bershut Berisha. In other news tonight, League 2 club Manchester United have appointed David. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 5 of Western United, and we have made a good signing here in Dario Vidicic, I think. Now 32, so he's not the youngest. He's a former Socceroo. I don't know if he's ever going to play for them again. But basically what we've got here, with him and Maega now, I think we've replaced Berisha and Scott McDonald, who started at the club. And I think we've basically upgraded as well. He's a model citizen, which is good for mentoring the younger players, which hopefully at some point will start to sign. What I like about him, though, is he's got good vision and passing as well. So we can play sort of in behind or up front. But I think as a duo, him and Maega could work quite well. We've got a little bit of backup there if something was to happen to Diamante as well as our number 10. So I think he's a really good player. He's Australian as well, obviously, which helps with the foreign player situation. It basically means we can sign, a foreign player somewhere else. So I'm hoping now we could even play him a little bit deeper in midfield. Not ideally, but would be an option for us. So I think it's a good signing for us for next year. At some point, we're going to need to start signing younger players because we're supposed to be signing players under the age of 23, and we're not doing that. I don't think we've signed a player under the age of 30 yet. So hopefully that will improve. Now, one piece of bad news. There's the good news. The bad news, if you go to the medical center, is Gollum done. He has, what did he do? Torn knee ligament. So he's out. Expected return in about 6 weeks, 2 months. He's already been out for 3 weeks. He's basically it's done. If we go to go we might be back for say like an A-League final or something, but essentially he's done. So that's a big shame because he has been a really good player for us. He's an important player for us as well. There's absolutely no pace, so this knee injury might actually see him out the door, to be honest. But so that's a shame. Because he was also our sort of backup at left back as well, which we've now lost. So, Gollum out, Vidicic in for next season. Let's have a look at how we've gone since last episode, starting with our match against the Brisbane Roar. We went down to an early goal as our defence was caught out by a long ball forward. So there we go, we were horrible in this game. We beat them 4-1 at their place and we barely registered a shot at our place. It was such a disappointing performance. It was just a silly early goal too, wasn't it? Otherwise, it could have been a draw. John Apatomatis did quite well, but he was pretty much the only one, which is a shame. And I haven't heard of this guy before. Is he a young striker, 22? So that's the sort of players we need to sign, some young strikers. But anyway, we'll have to find our own. Next up, we went and we played Wellington Phoenix. We've lost 2 from 2 against them. They're becoming a bit of a bogey side for us, but could we get the result? We were again behind early thanks to a ball being played behind our defence and Kurto being beaten at the near post. And we were 2 down just before half time thanks to some slack defending. We pulled back 1 when Risdon picked out Berisha, but it was no more than a consolation. So another poor performance in this one. They are a really good team. You can see they actually missed a late penalty as well, which could have made it a little bit worse for us. But they're a gegenpressing team, effectively. I've sort of looked into them a little bit more because Wellington Phoenix in real life usually are one of the whipping boys. They've had decent seasons here or there, but they've only made the playoffs once, I think. So, Berisha got a goal back for us, but it never looked like happening. It just never looked like happening. The next game to catch up on was our match against the Central Coast Mariners, where 2 for 2 could we go 3 for 3. We took the lead after 16 minutes when the Mariners failed to clear a corner and Kone picked out Pasquale at the second attempt. We doubled our lead just after the break when Maega headed in his first for the club, and we sealed the points from another set piece, this time Gollum getting his first for the club. Now, this was a good return to form. Pasquale Maega with his first for the club. I think that was his first for the club, wasn't it? And Gollum with the goals as well. Just a good performance, wasn't it? That we really do have the better of Central Coast. I think that's the last time. I think you play each other three times. Though if it's only 26 games, you wouldn't play everybody 3 times. But anyway, we did well. Kone, look at that. A really good game for him. I think that's just about the first time I've seen him sort of really go and dominate a game, though, to be fair. The 2 assists were from set pieces. So, maybe not the best goals, but we got the goals. We played well, and that was fantastic. Next up, we played Adelaide. We saw us beat them 4-0 last episode. What could we do this time? We got off to the perfect start with us proper Tomo Matis finishing well. We doubled our lead minutes later when Risdon picked out Maiga at the back post. And we sealed the point after just 8 minutes when Maiga got his second from the spot. Adelaide got a late consolation, but not before Berisha got our fourth after Kone played him in. Another cracking performance. We essentially won the game after 8 minutes. Jonathan Aspropatamites, I'm trying to get better at that name and I just trip over it every time. Maiga with a double and Berisha with a late goals. Well, look at those match ratings. Everybody just played really, really well. Yeah, and I think we can maybe say we have the better of Adelaide as well, having beat them 8-1 over 2 games so far this season. Now, this episode we're going to be playing Perth Glory away from home, who are 4th, and West Sydney Wanderers, who are 2nd. Now, if you look at the last 4 games we have it softens up a little bit for us. Sydney FC, who are 9th, Melbourne City, who are 6th, Victory, who are 8th, and then Newcastle Jets, who are 10th. So these 2 games are sort of our last top teams. If you look at, we'll show you the league table so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Phoenix are absolutely flying. So in hindsight, there's no real disgrace in losing to them, I suppose. But West Sydney are right there, and so are Perth Glory with their game in hand against us. So they could go to 36 points, and Brisbane Roar is a good team as well. Adelaide are supposedly a good team, but it's looking as though increasingly it's between us and Melbourne City. Now, we have 2 games in hand on Melbourne City, but we know we've got to play West Sydney Wanderers and Perth. But we also, as I said, play Melbourne City, Melbourne Victory, Sydney FC and Newcastle. So our fixtures soften up a little bit. It's going to be really, really interesting to see how this season plays out. When we're good, we're good. When we play these top teams, we tend to struggle. So we've got 2 top teams today. Let's see how we do. Let's see who we're sending out to face Perth Glory. So here we go. We are in the West. We are not the favourites as well, though we are in the better form. Tony Popovic is their coach. They are a balanced, direct playing style. Analysis report here. We are expecting to play in this defensively minded 4-3-3. Positional heat map. We can see they do like to come down the wings. Called passing network there, and their key passes as well. And this is the team that we're sending out. It's affected by injuries. We're trying a few things as well. It's also affected by a little bit of poor form from some players as well. So Koto goes in goal. We have to go with Vucic, I think you'd pronounce it. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but that's how we'll go with it. Potentially he's good. We saw earlier this season that he can't get forward, so we're just going to play him defensively and just hope he doesn't stuff up. Durante, our senior citizen, comes back in for this one. Mentally, he's quite good, so we're kind of relying on him to get us through. Good positioning. Yeah, we'll just see how he goes with Jonathan and Risdon. Jurtek continues in the register role with Pasquale and Kone. You notice we've changed Kone to the advanced playmaker, and that seems to have improved his performances. Diamante's going to go on the right as an inside forward. Risdon loves to get forward. Let's get Diamante in. Let's use some of his technical and mental attributes closer to goal. Maiga down the left and Berisha up top. As I said, it's a little bit patched together, but let's see how we do. If you're wondering where Ali Abbas is, he's suspended for this one, so that's why he's not playing. But yeah, that's it. Just kind of we can't do much about that. If he's suspended, he's suspended. Tell the players expect to pick up where they left off. All right, let's just go with that. Our assistant hasn't done too badly at guiding us on Team Talks. This one may not have been his best, though. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. Anything we can get from this game, I think, would be a bonus away from home. Anything we get out of this episode, if we could get 2 points from this episode, I'd be relatively happy. And then we can kind of come back and see how we do in the remaining games from there. I can't remember how we did against Perth last time. I think, did we beat them? I can't remember if we've even beaten them or not. Risdon, here we go, brings it down there for Jurtek. Jurtek, a nice ball across there for Maiga. We should have men getting into the box. There we go. Berisha can't quite win it. It's going to fall for Jurtek. He finds Maiga again in space. Back for Jurtek, but don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. Just get rid of it, please. There we go. Jurtek. He's either going to do something wonderful or just completely stuff up again. Our left back, isn't he? Durante. Calm, experienced, out for Diamante. He's got Risdon on the overlap. We find him now. Can we get men into the box? Risdon, what's he got? Oh, he's beaten one. He goes back. It's a good ball. Maiga at the back post and he heads it over. A decent opening. Some good football being played there as well. Yeah, we've had a decent start to this game, haven't we? I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to use Diamante if we're not playing a number 10. He did okay as a left winger, but I feel like he's maybe just a little bit too far. Jurtek's done well there. Back to our left back. Oh, he's done okay. I'm hoping if just playing him as a defensive fullback that he won't try and do anything he can't do. He'll just sort of play within himself and just do the simple things right. We've lost out there. Diego Castro. Oh, long balls over the top. It's who plays football that way? Come on. Oh, that's so annoying. A loose pass, a long ball, and it's the only way our defense seems to get beaten lately. With the exception of the Wellington Phoenix game, it's just balls over the top. What do we do? Let's show some passion. We're not blessed with defense. It's a good finish, isn't it? Fornaroli is a very, very good player. But that's really frustrating. Having had such a good start as well, and they've scored from their only shot on goal. Come on, boys. Let's demand more. I'm noticing a lot lately, just in the playthrough games. Berisha is beginning to look more and more complacent. I'm wondering if he's just kind of clocked off a little bit, knowing he's leaving the club. Jonathan's done okay there, but it has fallen back to Castro. They've got an overlap. It's a decent tackle from... Oh, he's off. We're down to 10. No, it's... Okay. Alright. Well, do we really need to go to VAR for that? That seems excessive, if I'm honest. We'll go attacking for the second half. I'm going to say unlucky. We need to concentrate and do a little bit better. Berisha needs to get his head in the game. Maega needs to calm himself down. We don't have options on the bench. I keep saying it. We just don't. We do have Connor Chapman. We could bring him on. We could put Maega up top, Diamanti to the left, and Jurtek to the right as an option. We'll see how Berisha starts this second half. Demand more. He's still looking uninterested, so we're going to haul him off. Alright, so we're going to do Chapman for Berisha. We're going to do Maega. We're going to do that. Then we're going to do that. What do we want? This is the halfback, I think. We just want you to drop in and start play for us. Now, the problem is that we don't really want him as... Okay, advanced playmaker. I'm going to have to change everything here on a Jurtek as a winger. And Kone... Deep line playmaker. We don't have one of those, do we? Alright, deep line playmaker on support. And then let's get Pasquale forward. Okay. All changed to get Berisha off the field. I just wonder if he has to sort of start the clock off a little bit here. Too much space at the edge of the area there. Fornaroli just ghosted in behind it. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Boys, come on. Keep your heads here. We're trying to readjust our defensive shape from the set piece. And that's happened. What are we doing? That is such bad defending. I can't even watch that again. Just no one was doing anything. Durante's had a poor game, so let's take him off. Let's bring Hemel on. Maybe I should have started with Hemel anyway. The problem is that when Durante got injured, I clicked the wrong thing and promised him football. So I don't want to upset the squad. But to be honest, at this point, we're so close to the end of the year. We just need results if we're going to sneak into this final. Otherwise, Durante's off anyway. So we might just... I mean, he did okay. He played the last game against Adelaide and did okay. So I thought he'd be okay. But he's obviously just had a bad day today. Kone's a cracking ball for Jurtek, and there's one back. All right, so two foreign boys. Kone to Jurtek, and that is a stunning goal. A really, really well-worked move. Happy with that. Come on, boys. Let's keep concentrating here. Let's go and get another one. Our left back involved in the build-up, Chapman. Chapman plays it in there for Kone, and look at this pass. Picked out the run of Jurtek. It's not the first time we've seen those two link up like that either. So that's maybe something we should be looking to do a little bit more of. Come on, boys. There's still time here. We're still time. They've only had 3 shots all game. Here we go again. Diamanti. Can he whip in another wonderful free kick? It's back post. It's Jonathan. It's there. Pasquale. We've seen Pasquale get a few headed goals this season as well. Come on, boys. Show some passion here. Can we push forward? Are we going to get the game killed off here? Come on. You look at the match ratings, and you know you could make an argument we've been the better team. They've just had the 3 shots, 2 goals. Yeah, I think we will maybe sit Durante. We might go with Hemel at the back. It's Durante's mental attributes, isn't it, that make him appealing? Well, for me anyway, that make him sort of an appealing option there. But he's maybe just not quite at it anymore. Diamante, this is okay. There's a lot of space through the middle there, but the problem is that they have that block, that 2-man block in front of the back 4, which makes it difficult. Kone to Jurtek again. Jurtek Plays it back for Kone, in for Pasquale. Come on, quick passes here. Diamanti. Oh, that's a stunning goal. Has it been given? Oh, what's happened? Has it been given? I think it's been given. It has been given. What a goal. And let's just back it off to positive. We don't want to throw it away. But, boys, that's a little bit special. That's a little bit special. Another stunning goal from Diamante. That's what he offers, isn't it? Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. I'm not sure if the game is stuttering on the recording or not. If it is, I apologise. I thought I'd passed all these issues, but obviously I might still be having a few of them. Can we get to full time? Yes, we can. That's a huge, huge point, and not an undeserved point either. An excellent comeback, an epic comeback, you might even argue. Two really, really good goals as well. Very different goals. The stunning build-up that was the Jurtek goal, and just a little bit of awesomeness that was Diamanti. So there we go, Western United rescue a late draw. And if we look at what that does for the league table, it puts us back up into the playoff spots with a game in hand on Melbourne City. So we're there sort of justifiably. Good goal difference too, which just might save us, you know. That could be the difference. We're way, way better than the teams around us. Guys, wait right there. We've got Western Sydney Wanderers next. We play them at home. If we win that, that could be a toenail in the finals. Okay, welcome back. Here we go, about to host West Sydney Wanderers. You can see that they are the favourites. We are in the better form, though they are well above us in the league. Well, there's only 6 points, and we played the same amount of games. So, you know, we win here, and then it's not impossible. It's not impossible. They are a Marcus Babbel coach team, of course, former Liverpool defender. I think he's at Liverpool, wasn't he? I'm sure he was. I think he's better known for his time in Germany, though. They're attacking standard playing style. Now, we're actually not expecting them to play the 4-4-2. We are expecting them to come out in this formation. So that being said, I don't know how much of this we can take as sort of certain. We can see that they do like to come down the wings. We can see their passing network and their key passes as well. For a lot of key passes from a 0-0 draw there, isn't there? Anyway, this is the team that we're sending out. Now, the week in between the two games was an international week. You can see Risdon is still away, as is Ali Abbas and Kone. So we're missing 3 of our senior internationals, which is frustrating at best. And we've dropped Berisha as well. So this is a team. It's Kurto in goal. It's Vujicic continues at left back. Hamel comes in for Durante with Jonathan, and Piraris coming in for Risdon. It's Chapman coming in to play the halfback role with Jurček and Pasquale in midfield. Yule comes in to play down the right. Diamanti on the left. Mayaga up top. Let's see how we go. So Scouts got it right. They are playing sort of the 5-3-2 formation. That being said, we are going to try and attack them down the wings, get the fullbacks overlapping, although maybe not down the left side. The left side might not happen for us. What do you want to say? Encourage and give them a morale boost. We also say enjoy the match today. Let's give the fans something to cheer. Let's give the fans something to cheer. Come on, boys. No one's really expecting us to get a result here. West Sydney are a good team, as much as it hurts me to say. Let's go and beat them. Alright, and here we go. Will be interesting to see how our young right back does. He is developing nicely. If I think of it, I'll show you. We can do it right here. He is developing quite nicely into a good attacking outlet. So between him and Risdon, I think we are very well served at right back. So hopefully he'll take his chance here and put on a bit of a display for us. Yeah, I mean, we need to defend a little bit better than we did against Perth. I'm hoping, you know, with the changes that we've made up front, that we might get a little bit more. We do need a better right wing option. Yule is just not quite at the level, I don't think. Pasquale, that wasn't the best pass, and we've lost out there. I'm wondering, having seen the way that they defended against us there, if we need to not exploit the flanks here. My plan was to try and get the overlaps, exploit the flanks and get sort of fullbacks overlapping and try and get crosses into the box for Mayaga that way. But having seen that, they really did look quite comfortable. I really hope they fix that. Ready? I mean, I'm gonna say no. That's not realistic. It wasn't a hard ball to pick up, was it? I mean, I know mistakes happen, but you don't stuff that up, not like that. Surely, maybe I'm wrong, but. Yeah, let's hope that gets fixed for full release, because that's infuriating. Come on, boys, let's concentrate here. You can already see Yule is just not quite. I mean, I think he may have played a youth game, to be honest, ahead of this one. That's just me not being completely sure what team we wanted to pick. Here we go. Oh, decent save from the keeper. Can we launch and go up the other end? There's a good ball out from our left back, but leads to nothing in the end. We haven't really created too much. Let's go attacking. Let's take it off, exploit the flanks. We'll still look for overlaps. Let's be more expressive as well. Spoil yourselves, boys. What we can do, we could look to bring Berisha on and play him on the right side. Second half. I think he can play out there. It's not obviously his natural position, but maybe bringing him off the bench will give him a kick up the backside, and he won't look uninterested in all that sort of other stuff. They are toying with us maybe here just ever so slightly. We haven't really seen anything from ourselves yet, have we? There's a ball into the box. Oh, it's off the post, and our young left back is there to clear, and it's offside in any case. I think the young guy at left back has actually done okay. If we use him just as a defensive player, don't sort of try and be too ambitious with him, then I think he's done okay. But ideally, in the way that I like to play, in the way that we're kind of set up to play, we do need him to be getting forward a little bit more. That really wasn't good enough, was it? Let's get stuck into him a little bit here. We expect a lot more second half, please, team. Yeah, I'm gonna call it on Yule. He just doesn't quite have it. Berisha, as I said, he can play out there, so that's fine. What else do we want to change here? I wonder. Let's maybe go for counter pressing, and let's. The problem is that the only way we get beaten is over our heads, isn't it? I don't want to sit any deeper though. Yeah. Let's hope Berisha makes a bit of a difference here for us. Maybe, as I said, starting off the bench, it'll wake him up a little bit, and he'll be a more motivated Berisha for us. Is there anything else we can do? Show some passion, boys. We need something. Here we go. Can we do something from a set piece? Diamante. It's a good ball. Hemel over the bar. Now, I'm pretty sure Brendan Hemel used to play for West Sydney Wanderers, so against his former team as well, I'm sure he would have liked to have done a little bit better there. Alright, this game is running away from us very, very quickly here, isn't it? Alright, let's... How are we going for possession? We're dominating possession, aren't we? Alright, so let's try lowering this tempo down. Are we already going attacking? Where's that? Yeah, we are already attacking. Let's maybe not work the ball into the box, see if that makes any difference. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try it and just see if it works. Let's get stuck in. We don't have any bookings, so we're not struggling in that sense. Alright, you know what else we're going to try here? We're going to try number 10. Because again, as I said, something here needs to change. So we can stick Diamante inside. We can bring Burgess on, I guess, for Chapman, because he can only really play in that role. Let's stick let's play Maega, as a target man. See if he can, if we get crosses into him. Yeah, let's try this. Got Diamante there, maybe. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's try that. We haven't really used Burgess too much this year. He's not really a good enough at anything. He's not really a winger. He's not really a striker. He's not really a midfielder. So he just seems to be on the bench every game, and we never really use him. It's one of those players. He's probably a useful player to have, but at what ends, I guess, really, if we're not going to use him. Oh, come on, boys. It's been a bit of a disappointing game, hasn't it? We've not really ever got going there. I really don't like not having an end-of-game highlight. Let me know what you guys think. I really don't like it. I'd like to have the end-of-game highlight. I'm not happy with that, boys. We just never got going. So there we go, West Sydney Wanderers. That sends them top. It was just frustrating, wasn't it? We never ever got going in that one. And this is what I mean when we play against the better teams. We really just look like we're struggling to break them down and to score goals against them. We didn't look that much better with a number 10. We just don't have the attacking options this season to play any other way than I think the way we're playing. Maybe we could go with the 3 centre backs, the wing backs, and 2 up top. That might be worth something considering against those better teams, but then are we just opening ourselves up against them? We'll think about that. Anyway, guys, you can see the league table there. We've got a game in hand on Melbourne City. We're a point back, so it's still there for us. We've got to be a little bit better against the better teams, but these are the teams that we've tended to. If we have a look at our wins, we've beaten Adelaide United, Mariners, Jets, Raw, and we've beaten Sydney FC before as well. So we need to be beating those teams around us here now, don't we? But as I said, it's there for us. That's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new and just discovering my channel. There will be, of course, maybe not better, but different saves once the game gets released proper. What I think we'll do is I'll play through this Sydney FC game away from home, then we'll come back for the 2 Melbourne teams, and then we'll have either a final game of the season against the Jets, or we'll have a final game of the season against the Jets, and then perhaps a semi-final as well. So that's all for later in the week, guys. Until then, Open Aussie Film, thank you so much for watching. Take care.